Happy Sunday on Tesla Sundays. Now today we are talking about leaked information that Terafactory will be established in Texas. More and more sources are confirming that, and many other topics today on Tesla Sundays. So let's roll. Let's look into those topics that we will discuss today. So for once, it will be obviously the Tesla stock, the performance of the last week. Moreover, we will talk about the main topic, which is the Terafactory, okay? It's not the Gigafactory, it will be a Terafactory in Austin of Texas. Then we will talk about the California rejection of Elon Musk funding request. Very interesting that California wants to reject this. Moreover, we will talk about the slowly resuming of the work in Tesla Fremont. Moreover, we will talk about the Gigafactory in Germany and their construction milestones and the battery delay. Yes, unfortunately, the battery day will not be this month. And final topic today will be the worldwide supercharger usage. So let's dive into Tesla stock. So the week started with $791 per share, and then towards the week investors were ready to sell and buy the stock at around $799. So over the whole week we just gained about 0.9%. Now this was because the week was certainly for Tesla stock not quite eventful. Like if we think about, the most important part was at last weekend's period and episode where we talked about the Alameda County reopening or not reopening, and this was flattened out where Tesla CEO Elon Musk just said, we are going back to work. If there is someone to arrest, then it would be only him. So that's why we see Tesla stock is currently not much in movement. Let's see how the next couple of weeks will be. Though the battery day is moved, therefore there shouldn't be big impulses to go up or down, and we shall see how the economic data will provide us more information on the overall market and the overall economy, and then the overall market will maybe together with Tesla move accordingly. So let's talk about the Terafactory. Now, first of all, why Tera? The earnings call Q1 and Elon Musk and his team said, we might not build so many more gigafactories, we just build our own gigafactories into Terafactory. So we just increase those volumes that are gonna be produced there. So therefore, the next Terafactory could be in Austin, Texas. Thanks to the editor-in-chief of electric.co is saying that according to some sources, there is the next Gigafactory almost confirmed in Austin, or next to Austin there's even a small city that it's called Tulsa. However, this city almost sounds like Tesla, and I can imagine that Elon Musk is so crazy that he say, this is the right city for Tesla. So what will happen in this Terafactory in Austin? Obviously, there was some teasing around going all to Texas because Texas is just more friendly in terms of tax, in terms of pro-business, and therefore also I think that it was rumored a couple of months ago, and I covered this in one of my Tesla Sundays episode, that the next Gigafactory will be in Texas. So now it seems to be more official, though not official yet. So therefore we can see that this Terafactory will be the birthplace of Cybertruck, guys. Okay, Cybertruck will be produced in the USA because the main market for Cybertruck is in USA, and therefore it makes so much sense that this factory will be just for Cybertruck. One more thing. There is Elon Musk who said in this podcast with Joe Rogan that most probably Cybertruck will be before the Roadster. So don't expect the Roadster before the Cybertruck. Well, here you go. Roadster reservation holders just got roasted. The next topic is highly interesting because Elon Musk and his team at SpaceX asked for an employment development program fund where he asked for $650,000-ish to get trained 300 people on the Starlink system and most probably get 150 people on board as employees. Now this is obviously a great supportive of governments and getting more people to work, right? Well, California just denied that and rejected. So they will not give any money to Elon Musk and SpaceX, which is in my personal opinion a scandal. This company is doing something to bring people back to work and to make work happen, and then California, just because of the latest back and forth with Alameda County and Elon Musk going out of California, seems to not wanting to give him the funds, which I think it's like, you and your ex-wife just had an argument and she don't want to give you the kids over the weekend. And speaking about fights, well, the Alameda County and Elon Musk's Tesla just got a solution, and Fremont is back to work, at least with the minimum production lines, and I want to see how this further develops. This will be so important for Tesla for the Q2 to see that this production will get back to maximum output, because also think about the costs. There are some costs like the fixed costs that are getting calculated on each and every car that is rolling out of this manufacturing, and as more they produce, obviously as cheaper are the cars for Tesla, and as better the numbers Q2 look like, because believe me, Q2 will be super hard financially for Tesla and any other company, because this will be the first quarter where we see the big impact of Elon Musk's Tesla in the recession. However, my opinion about Tesla and the recession. Tesla will thrive and get back to work and back to business and one day to normality, and will be much stronger than any other company producing cars ever was. So we know that the Gigafactory in Germany is being built in the near proximity of the main capital city of Germany, Berlin. Gigafactory Berlin in Brandenburg. So because some of you guys are constantly correcting me because I'm saying that this is the Gigafactory in Berlin. It's not in Berlin, it's in Brandenburg. Anyway, so this company is building this factory in basically no time, guys. So we know that there was the forest got removed, and we are now putting the first piles into the ground for the foundation. So this is very important from a construction standpoint, because they are testing the ground to be ready for a huge construction site, okay? And then think about it, it's not much to do then to build this halls. I think this can be finished in a couple of months, hopefully before the winter coming, because then the winter is quite cold in Germany, and therefore it's better to have all the outside construction ready before, let's say, October, November-ish, so we can find the interior ready, and then the machines that come anyway from Germany will be placed, and then we have the Gigafactory in Germany operating, and the first Model Ys to be rolling out in May or June 2021. One of the most important days of the Tesla history should be Battery Day. Unfortunately, this day got delayed. Now, we have seen some posts by Elon Musk that said, it's very hard to make an event now in May because apparently he wanted to have the attendance, so he proposed maybe a webcast next month and a real event, which I personally think that he want to show something, right? There's no other way why he want to have a person event where people can try maybe the new battery output of a Tesla S Plate. You heard it here first. So as you can see, there is some mysteries about the delay. However, definitely not happening in May. But maybe in June we will get the hard facts on the next generation battery. So get charged, guys. But apropos charged, let's talk about superchargers. You think maybe that superchargers are not getting used in the current lockdowns, and that's true, but Elon Musk just announced and showed us a graphic that we see actually a huge demand for the superchargers, which mean that more and more people are using their Teslas, which mean that there is basically no reason for a demand crisis, right? Well, let's see. But it's really the question that people apparently love to drive their Teslas, and they drive it more because there's not much anything to do. And also we have the great filter that filters any small invisible enemy anyway out of the vehicle. So therefore, I'm super curious to see how this develops. Definitely we need to work constantly on the expansion of the supercharger. As much Teslas coming out on the street, as more superchargers we definitely need on the street. So thank you very much for watching, and check out my memberships below where you can get more out of this channel and community with access to the Discord chat and much more. So I see you on the other side, on the green side for investors of Tesla.